These veterans who come through our doors and who have been coming through our doors since 1974, they come from all walks of life. I'm often asked the question by my fellow friends, why? Why there's so many homeless veterans? How do they become homeless? And many people have assumptions as to how that happens. But what I can tell you is that over the past several months, those stressors that they had before COVID-19 has increased on levels that is so hard to just fathom. Before COVID-19, we were offering a number of different services where they can come in through our doors, sit down in our drop-in, stand down and just relax. Sometimes watch TV, drink some coffee, have a conversation with their case manager, get connected employment training, have an appointment with a lawyer, do an intake, or get referred internally or externally. When COVID-19, that came to complete standstill.
You know, it really changed things almost overnight. You know, I mean, fortunately, we work for an organization that's willing to meet the needs of the veterans, but at the end of the day, these guys were scared. A lot of people were scared, and nobody knew how contagious this was. You know, I would be lying to you if I told you that when I drove home each night, I didn't bathe myself in alcohol. It was that fearful, and not only fearful for me, but fearful for my family.
It was really a time for me to step up. I'm a social worker by training. All the social workers had to step up during this time. But also it was a lot more personal for me because I feel like these are my brothers and sisters. These are people that I served alongside no matter what era. It was important that I could step up and make sure that there was a continuation of services.
Even though there was a pandemic, we still had a job to do. You know, we did our best to get us suited up as well as we could. We got all the PPE we could get. We got the gloves, we got the masks, we got all the information coming from the Alameda County.
One of the big things that we did, and what has led to what we're doing today, is having these individuals come in weekly and volunteer their time to help fill these bags for our veterans who are located at various hotels and shelters and temporary housing throughout the city.
Our emergency housing program has changed so much before COVID to where it is today. We did have an emergency housing program that was centered for more helping out veterans running from domestic violence, veterans being released from hospitals, veterans with severe disabilities or chronic conditions, and veterans with children. Once COVID hit, things changed almost immediately. And they basically dropped what I consider to be a pilot program, to say the least, in our laps and said, listen, we got to take care of these veterans and we need to take care of them now. We took that initiative. We started engaging these veterans as quick as we possibly could. I think in the first 3 weeks we were able to manage 28 separate veterans into emergency housing almost immediately. I mean, we're talking from 1 hour to the next getting these guys in. We knew that we had to feed them at some point. We had to get wraparound services. We had to take care of these guys if they were going to be under our responsibility. The way that we did that was providing a meals program. The way that we did that was making sure that they were clothed and they had all the clothing they need, making sure they had shelter, obviously, and then on top of that had a mobile case manager that was willing to go out there and meet them half the way wherever they were and connect them to resources.
It's pretty incredible that this organization has the capacity and adaptability to take somebody from homelessness to transitional housing to permanent housing, all during shelter in place, all while there's some high medical and mental health needs. We're able to meet those needs.
And because of COVID-19, helping them became so difficult. And I'm just really proud of how this organization has done its best to adjust our mission to what we do regarding helping our veteran clients in the Bay Area.
I can only say that I'm truly proud of the staff, and I'm truly proud of the veterans, and I'm truly proud of this organization for stepping up and doing the right thing to get these veterans off the streets during this pandemic.